first day waking up. It's a little cloudy, but look at the beautiful cloud that's right in the mountains there. Hello and welcome from San Martín to Los Andes. We are in the Patagonian mountains now in Argentina. We flew from Buenos Aires, Argentina into San Martín, and it was a beautiful flight because you're going over a lot of the country. You can see the mountains, but it is a bit of a tedious landing. You can see that the pilots have a little bit of trouble, I guess, because of the winds coming off the mountains and things, and the plane is a little bit rocky, but we made it safe and sound. As you can see, I'm bundled up here. The weather is a lot cooler than in Buenos Aires, and there is the most beautiful little town here surrounded by the mountains. And I'm gonna spend most of my days just wandering around and taking it all in and enjoying the scenery. And I'm gonna take you for a little walk with me. This town is known for a lot of its handicrafts, so of course I have to go and check out all those shops and see what types of wool that they have in their wool shops here. I will say the people here are much more friendly than they were in Buenos Aires. I guess that's the difference between being in a big city and a small little town, but everyone's really, really friendly, even though I can't speak much Spanish or any Spanish at all when I'm out by myself without James. They're still very accommodating, and I just went to a coffee shop, and even though I have no idea what I'm doing, they're very nice. Whereas in Buenos Aires, they can be a little bit annoyed with you if you don't know what you're asking for and if you don't know what you're doing. But here it's fine. They make you feel very welcome. I'm coming up here now to the main public square. So there's beautiful statues surrounded by mountains, you'll see. So let's go in and take a look. This town is a hotspot for hiking and skiing and all things outdoors. It's springtime here, so there's definitely no skiing anymore, but it's November, which is their springtime. But we've seen quite a lot of people that look like they're here maybe hiking trails. We also saw a lot of guys getting off the airplane with a lot of mountain bikes, so lots of outdoor adventures that you can do here. Look at these vests with these sheep. They're so cute. T-shirts. Very cute. I saw one really interesting looking wool shop advertised on Google, so I'm on the hunt for it. I'm just wondering if I can fit any more wool into my suitcase. I've already had to throw out a few outfits to get some of my wool in that I bought already. Closed though. I think I have to come back another time. A lot of shops close here in the afternoons. They close around 12:30 and then they reopen again at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So sadly, looks like all the wool shops are closed. So I'm gonna have to come back out in a little while and try to go again. cute. So I have to say I've definitely fallen in love with Patagonia. It's just so beautiful. It's windy today, but it's beautiful. There's all little boutiques. The scenery is nice. The people are nice. And it's just got a really nice, relaxing feeling, especially coming from Buenos Aires, which is such a big city and you're in all the hustle and bustle. Just found a mushroom shop. And look at the garland all around it. This has to be one of the cutest shops I've ever seen. How beautiful. So it wasn't a mushroom shop, it was like a spice shop. They had all sorts of teas and spices and ready-made packages for risottos and pastas and all sorts of neat things. But the outside of the shop was absolutely gorgeous. These golden yellow flowers are absolutely stunning that are up in all the hills and mountains, and that we saw when we first came in on the ride from the airport. One thing that is the same here that was in Buenos Aires that I talked about is how there's no stop signs at the intersections. So you just see, you just go, you just kind of make sure nothing's coming, you go when you can. It still makes me laugh. See? You just go and you honk a lot. The traffic here still, it'll always make me laugh. There are a lot of street dogs here, but they genuinely leave you alone. They walk right past you like you don't even exist. So they might look a bit scary, but if you don't take any notice of them, they won't take any notice of you. The architecture here is really interesting because it's kind of a mix of, it almost looks like one moment you're in Switzerland and then with the kind of traditional woodwork, the buildings, and then the next minute you think you're somewhere in a Nordic country. Because there's like clean lines and the different aesthetic. So it's really interesting, the mix of architecture types here. My lunch hour is over, so I have to stop exploring the town right now, but I'm gonna go out later when the wool shops open back up. For now, going back home, I'll show you where we're staying. So this is our building here, tucked away in the back. This is what I meant by kind of different architecture. You can see it's very different. So downstairs from us is a pharmacy, which can be handy. And then when we go around this corner, we're entering into our building. It almost has the feel of like container homes, if you've ever seen those. It's really interesting. And our place is behind these wooden slats there. If you've watched my earlier videos, you know that I hate elevators and I don't usually take them by myself. But this one isn't too bad. After being in the ones in Eastern Europe and Asia, this one's not too bad. There's our view. Those beautiful yellow golden flowers. Coming in to our door. Well, I didn't make it out again last night back to the wool shop, so it's a new day today, and some motorcycles driving by. It is 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna go and see if the one that I really want to look in, see if they're open, and hopefully I can do a little bit more shopping. no luck with the yarn shop that I wanted to go in, so I'm gonna go and see another one. I found it on Google, so let's see what that one looks like. Well, they had some nice things in that shop, but the one that I can see through the window in, but I can't get into, there's some really, really nice big chunky wools in there that I can see. So I'm gonna hold out and I'm gonna check again tomorrow if that shop is open. And I'm hoping I can get what I can see through the shop window. Maybe I should try the morning tomorrow. We'll see. I decided to hang around for a little bit and try the shop one more time, and I was in luck. So I got to do a little bit of shopping. I'm so happy because I was able to get a bunch of wools. The wool here is just so beautiful. They have things that we can't get back home. It's very loud here right now, lots of motorcycles and cars driving by. But anyway, I'm very happy. I got to go in the shop. The lady was extremely friendly. She didn't really speak English, but we kind of talked with sign language, the language of wool. So I'm happy. Happy hour, so why not get 2 for 1? Well, today is our last day here in San Martín de los Andes, and we have had a great time. We've enjoyed some delicious restaurants. Of course, I did some wool shopping, and it's really been kind of a relaxing time to just take our time and enjoy a lot of the scenery. If you've enjoyed following along on this little part of our journey, please like this video. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos. So as you saw yesterday, I was so happy because I eventually made it back into that wool shop that I was trying to get into. It just so happened that she was opening the door as I was walking by it one last time just to see if she was gonna open. And oh, it was such a beautiful little shop. Once I got in there, it was kind of floor to ceiling wool and little accessories. She's got a really beautifully curated shop there with a lot of different things, and I couldn't resist buying a few. So I treated myself to a couple of skeins of this beautiful pink wool, and I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up or not, but there are flecks of like a darker pink and purple throughout it. So I think, I was trying to think last night what I'm gonna do with all of these things that I've bought. I think this one I'm gonna make it into kind of like a really beautiful shrug type of cardigan slash sweater. So I kind of have something in mind for that. I also, this is one of the pieces I had seen through the window, which is why I really wanted to get into this shop. Again, it's this really, really chunky Argentinian wool, and I'm really liking all the chunky stuff right now, and I think I'm gonna pair this with one of the other wools that I had gotten in Buenos Aires, or I'm gonna pair it with, again, I got another big chunky wool, and I kind of like this because it's a cross between the wool that I use to crochet usually and my felting wool. So it's got a really unique texture, and again, I'm really new to crochet, so I'm really just trying all different things, and I don't like to really follow the rules, so I make up my own patterns and make up my own things, but I'm wondering if I can use this wool to almost like half crochet, half needle felt something. So I'm gonna try some different techniques and see how it turns out. But to give you an idea price-wise as well, not just that we can't really get beautiful hand-dyed wool like this at home. If we do find it and we are able to get it, it's a lot more expensive. So to give you an idea, each one of these was roughly about $5, just under $5 US. So quite a deal, which is why I had to get a whole bunch. And you should have seen James's face when I walked through the door with my big bag of wool. He said, how are we gonna get that home? But it's okay, I will find a way. Where there's wool, there is a way. For our last day today, we kind of had a slower morning. We cooked breakfast, and then we went to our favorite coffee shop here in town and got a latte, and I got a chipa. Chipas are, it's almost like a little scone, but it's made out of tapioca flour and cheese. It's absolutely delicious. I got one the first day that we were here, and then every other day I kept going back to get them, and I was always too late. They sell out first thing in the morning because they're so delicious. But luckily we went in there today and there was literally one left just sitting there like it was meant for me. So we went and had that, enjoyed that. Today we've just been working because of course we do work while we travel, and when we're done later, we're probably gonna go out for one last nice meal, and then tomorrow we are on the road again. So tomorrow we are off to Bariloche, and this is another place that is in Patagonia, in the mountains. It looks similar to here, but I think it's going to be a much bigger town, so there's going to be even more there to discover. We are taking the bus, so in total I believe it's about a 5-hour ride, but we break it up. We stop in a town and we switch buses kind of halfway there. So it'll be nice to just sit back, relax, enjoy the view on the bus. They do have Wi-Fi, so I'll be working, and maybe I'll take a little break here and there and get some crochet or embroidery in as we travel. So it'll be a busy day, but going to a new place is always exciting. So again, like I said, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, and next time I will see you from Bariloche. Take care, see you next time.